Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs, living the dream 2025 is back. Visibility creates opportunity, and the more you're seen, the more doors open for your success. Visibility is the bridge between your expertise and your audience trust.
Mark Albert.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm going to start with the very last thing I'm going to tell you. And here it is. Everybody has a story. Every single one of you. And you are not doing enough to tell it. Now, let me tell you how I got here. So here I am, sitting on the edge of this bed, and I'm wondering, what the heck did I just do? See, this bed is not mine. This room is not mine. This apartment is not mine, and I do not have a permanent address. I gave all that away. 15 years in television news, and I walked away. And now I'm sitting right here on this bed, and let's be honest, I'm not sitting like this. I'm like this. And I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I listen to my friends? All of my close friends told me not to do this. Wow. Don't give it all away. Don't be here in this moment. But you know that gut feeling you get, right? You know that fire in the belly. So a year earlier, 2012, I think we have a slide. I was, maybe not, maybe not. 2012, I had been an investigative reporter in Minneapolis for 7 years. At that point, 7 years. But you know, when you're in journalism school, the holy grail is to work for the network. Right? And for me, that meant CBS News. I had watched it, get this, since I was 11 years old. I wanted to be just like Scott Pelley. I wanted to be up there with Katie Couric and Dan Rather and all of them. And so I thought to myself, I've got to get the network's attention. How are they going to hear about Mark Albert? So in 2012, I figured out how to get their attention. And I got called for an interview. And I did not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4 rounds of interviews, but 5. And I thought I killed it. Oh, I nailed that sucker. I passed every round, met with the CBS News president, met with the director of talent, met with the bureau chief in Washington, D.C., and I was down to the final 2. I even started looking for apartments in D.C. Then I got the call, and I was the first loser. I did not get hired. Womp womp. So I tucked my tail between my legs, and I went back to Minneapolis, and I didn't tell anybody. And I had one overriding thought. They don't know what they're missing. And I was going to do everything I could to show CBS News that I belong there. That I was meant to be at the network. So for a year, I saved up as much money as I could. And when my contract came up, because we do contracts in TV news, when my contract came up the next year, 2013, I turned down the extension. The owner came to me and said, we'd give you a job for life if you would stay. You can stay here for life. The head of the media company that owned TV and radio, who's doing that, right? I turned down the contract extension. I got rid of my apartment. I put everything in storage, gave up my health insurance, and I moved all the way to D.C. where that CBS News job would have been. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I ended up here, at the edge of the bed, wondering if I had made the worst mistake of my life. Because now it's 2013, and I don't have a permanent place to live, and I don't have health coverage. And I am spending every single dime of savings to eat, to live. So in my moment of despair, I I thought to myself, get a grip. You are an investigative reporter. Well, why don't you investigate where the heck these people who didn't hire you are going to be at public events and go show up? And that's what I did. So I'd find out where they were going to be at conferences and panels and all this stuff. And then I would coincidentally show up. Allison, how great to see you again. Oh my gosh, how are the kids? It's been a year since we talked. Hey, did you know I'm in DC now? Like if you need me, I did this for real, over and over again. And the third time I did it, they essentially said, stop. We got it now. Why don't you come by the office on Monday? Ooh. Okay, one of two things is going to happen here, right? Either they're going to realize, CBS News will realize, boy, they made a mistake. They should have hired me. They're going to admit the error of their ways and give me that job they didn't give me the year before. Or they're going to serve me with a cease and desist order for stalking, right? One of those two, 50-50, not sure which way it's going to go. So I go in on Monday and I sit down with the DC bureau chief, the guy who had interviewed me a year before, and he said the words that changed my life. He said, we're shorthanded this weekend. Can you fill in on the CBS Evening News? Ooh, I don't know. Let me check my calendar here. Yes, of course, I can fill in on the CBS Evening News from DC as a correspondent. And I did. And we have a picture of me on my first live. Can we find the slides at all that we downloaded? Because I've got some handouts from freebies. So I was on the CBS Evening News my first time. When you see the picture, there are two things that will strike you. One, no gray hair. No gray hair. And number two, I looked nervous as beep. So I thought I nailed it that weekend. I was waiting for the phone to ring on Monday morning, and it never did. And it didn't ring on Monday afternoon either. Didn't ring on Tuesday morning. Didn't ring on Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday morning it rang. Hey, we're short this weekend again. Can you come fill in again? Absolutely. After that, the phone didn't ring Monday or Tuesday either. Then it rang again. Can you come for a third weekend? Those 3 weekends turned into 3 years reporting around the world and around the country. Thank you. Now, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because every single one of you can relate. We're all entrepreneurs. We all know what resilience means. We all know what setbacks mean. We have heard incredible speakers today talk about their resiliency, their perseverance, their low moment, and how they triumphed after that. But I have news for you. People need to hear it. They need to hear your story of resilience, now more than ever. And I'm here to tell you how to do it through news coverage, which we call earned media. There are 3 types of media. Owned media, these are the websites you own, your storefronts, your social media handles, you own those channels. Then there's paid media, your Google ads, your plane that you hire with a banner over the Las Vegas Strip, your Super Bowl ads. And then there's earned media. And I think earned media is the most valuable. You know why? Because you can't buy it and you can't sell it. You have to earn it through the value of your expertise. You can't buy your way into the top story in the New York Times, A1 above the fold. You have to earn your place in that story because of your expertise. You couldn't buy getting in my story on the CBS Evening News. If you're an expert, you can earn your way there through the value of your expertise. Here's my second little secret for you. Every day in America, in every newsroom in America, journalists are looking for experts. Experts just like you. And you know what else is happening every day in America, in every community in America? Experts are looking for journalists. Let's bring the two together. Every single day, there's a journalist that could use your expertise. No matter the area, they could use your expertise. You could get quoted. You don't need a $20,000 a month PR firm. No offense to PR firms. I love PR firms. You don't need them. You don't need a speakers bureau taking 20, 30% of what you make. You can get paid speaking gigs as well. What you need to do, though, is learn how to package your expertise, how to master your message so that you can amplify your influence. And we have an ultimate media pitch checklist for you to get started so you know how to draft those pitches to journalists. I would get pitches all the time when I was in journalism. For 25 years, I would delete most of them. Most of them, the people don't know what they're doing. Do you know why? They're trying to sell their company. They're trying to sell their product. They're trying to sell their brand. That is not the way that you pitch a journalist for earned media. Now, I know